This is my own project. It's my first project since we moved in the property. This is a follow-up. I made not long ago video about how to preserve eggs for long-term storage. This is my own project. It's my first project since we moved in the property. Yesterday I got fresh eggs from my neighbors and they are having a lot of them. I'm gonna do my own experiment. I heard, well, I seen other people doing that. They're oiling with mineral oil the fresh eggs of the chicken, and then I want to see if they're lasting for 9 months. Today it's May 9th. That means in February 9th or 10th, I'm gonna have to check to see how these eggs are. I collect them yesterday. I went in their chicken coop and collect these eggs. I didn't count how many there are, but they're quite a lot. And I washed them 4 times just to make sure. I had twice soapy water and twice just clear water. They're nice and pretty. They have very hard shells. Good chicken eggs, and I know they're fresh. For the eggs to be able to last that long, have to be fresh eggs from the chicken coop or something that it hasn't been bought from the store, because in the store they already do this process. They wash them and they oil them to be able to last on their shelves. If I do this with store-bought eggs, I don't know for how long they have been in a store, and then I have no guarantee they're gonna last. I don't know what's gonna happen. But these are no, I picked them up myself and I know they're good. They're fresh. When they're pooped out of the chicken, they have their own coat, which it's holding the bacteria to enter in the egg. Once you wash the eggs, then eggshell is open, and then any bacteria can get in and they can get bad. That's why we're coating them with oil, mineral oil. We don't need too much, and I'm gonna do it as an experiment. We're gonna see what happened in February. I'm gonna keep an eye on them anyway. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand and just wipe them with the mineral oil. It's looking like I'm doing Easter eggs after I put the paint on them. I have to be generous because the oil is gonna be absorbed in the skin, and I want to make sure they have enough to last for 9 months. And I think it's not good any oil, just mineral oil, because the other cooking oils, they may evaporate, or I don't know, they can become rancid. Alright, we're gonna look at these beauties during the months, and we're gonna check on them in 9 months from today, which will be February 9th, and hopefully we're still on the YouTube to show our results. Bye. These are the fresh eggs. I collect them yesterday. These are the June 9th eggs, which have been unwashed and stored in the cooler. And these are May 9th eggs, and then they have been washed, coated in mineral oil, and stored in the cooler also. The problem is that some of them I couldn't tell, they were a little cracked, you can tell, and then they got moldy. The ones in May 9th, this one has maybe mold. I have been using those, but lately I stopped because I'm not happy with them. And these I never used, but I tried to few days ago and I didn't like. They already bloomed. They have a white coat on them, which should be fine, but I'm not really happy with how they are looking inside. And today I'm gonna try them to see how they look inside versus the fresh eggs. Again, these are washed and they have been done with a coat of mineral oil. These are not washed and uncoated, of course, and these are fresh. I'm doing this because I don't think I can wait for 9 months for these eggs. We are the 4th month right now and I'm not really happy with them. And then I want to see how it is because I've seen people talking about it, but nobody actually show me what happened with their eggs. But I'm gonna start with the fresh eggs because I want to use them even if I crack them. I don't want to just trash them. And this is yesterday's egg. And looks super nice, super clear. I'm happy with this egg. And look, the egg yolk stays like a dome, has a nice domey structure. It's very good. Now I'm gonna try the unwashed egg. This is only 3 months old and I'm just gonna pick one. I look at them and they have a bloom on top. I have to mention that when I want to use unwashed eggs, you have to crack them, wash your hands, and then use them. That's why I started first with that one, because I'm not gonna use this. I already have my hands contaminated and I don't want to mess with the contaminated eggs, but I'm going to try it right now. Like I said, this is 3 months old. It's already, I feel like kind of, see, it's not good, it's watery. This is a bad egg. Unwashed, kept in a cooler. Ooh, it has a bad smell too. I keep it away, I don't want it. I'm gonna try another one just because I want to see how it is, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna use those eggs anymore because I don't trust it. This is looking same thing, kind of watery, and look, oh, even inside, ew, not good. I got to put this away, give me a break. Trash. See the 3 months old and the fresh egg. Three-month fresh. Ugh. Okay. And now let's try the May 9th eggs. I'm not gonna try this one. I know for sure it's bad because it has some bloom, and this, I think it's too much oil on it. I use mineral oil, and by the way, they have a smell with the mineral oil, like medicinal. But if you let them outside a little bit to air, the smell kind of goes away, but I can still feel it. Inside in the trailer, if I open the cooler, I can feel the smell, but on the outside they're okay. I'm gonna try this one because it looks better, and I'm gonna try a bad one too. Okay, so far it's not as bad as the unwashed ones. It's not as watery. Actually, it's not bad. Doesn't smell like the unwashed egg. Look, it's not perfect. This is the fresh egg, right? These are the unwashed ones. They're both bad. Funny. And this is the May 9th one, 4 months old. It's cloudy, but I can still use this one, yet I don't trust it. probably I'm not gonna use them. I'll try another egg to see how it is. Yeah, this is not bad, but it's not good either. See, it got sticky to the shell, which is not a good sign in my opinion. But let's see. Yeah, I can still use this one, but I don't know, I'm afraid to play with eggs like this. I'll try the one who looks a little bit cracked. No, it's totally fine. It's actually not bad. It's just a little cloudy. This is nice and floaty. I don't know, I have to see what my husband thinks about it. I wonder what would my grandmother say, because she would take her eggs and she would put them in a basket all together, different days. She would not even care how old they were, and then she would just keep it in the basket in a unused room. I remember her basket. I still can use this, but I don't know. I'm gonna crack one more of these ones because I'm really bummed. Yeah, totally not good. 100%. The unwashed eggs, and they're only 3 months old, they're not good. These are definitely trash, but the washed one with mineral oil, they're okay. I don't like the look of them, but are okay, I think. Okay, washed eggs, they're looking okay except for a little thing right there, and the shells are almost clean, which is a good sign. Unwashed and younger eggs, they are bloomed, of course, but inside is disgusting, all of them. That means I'm not gonna use those 100%. And of course the fresh eggs, they're looking so nice and clear. It's a joy to see them. I'm gonna keep some of these for another 5 months because now I'm curious, looking at washed ones and unwashed ones. I'm curious to see how they would perform for another 5 months. Well, this is the conclusion. The washed eggs and coated mineral oil have a smell, but they're still good after close to 4 months. And I'm gonna keep them for 5 more months to see, well, not all of them, I'm gonna keep them for 5 more months to see how they are. But the 3-month unwashed eggs kept in the same cooler, they're not good and they're going to the trash. The 9 months follow-up about keeping the eggs for long time storage. This, plus this is what I have left from a bunch of eggs that I kept for myself and I give to the neighbors. And because I had too many, I decided to see how long they're gonna last. From my research, they're saying that they last up to 9 months. Today it's February 3rd and I collected them on May 9th. I washed them twice in soapy water, then rinse them and then put mineral oil on top of them, and they look fine. They don't look like are being troubled. They look like regular store-bought eggs. just that I can see they have like a little bit of powdery things on them, a tiny bit. I'm not gonna cook this anymore. I don't think I'll do it, and I'll actually check them out later. But now I'll wash my hands because I touched these ones. Okay, I wash my hands. These are from the same neighbor. They are homegrown, and I got them in December because I only got 11. I couldn't save too many. These are washed and refrigerated, and these are store-bought. These are from Canada. Actually, some friends of mine brought them over from Canada when they visit us, and these are from USA. Look how much bigger these are, the Canadian eggs versus what I got here locally. The neighbor used to have these chickens, is not in the neighborhood anymore, then I couldn't get any fresh chicken eggs. But let's see what's happening. I'm gonna start with the commercial one because I already know they're gonna be good. This is the Canadian egg. Looks wonderful. No problems here at all. I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna cook with that one. And this is the US egg from a store. Well, looks the same with the other one, just that this one is much clearer than this one, and they're about the same time. I'm gonna put this here. Now let me wipe my hand. These are December 12th homegrown eggs, washed and refrigerated, and it's looking normal, nothing special. I'm not gonna sacrifice the other one anymore. But now let's see the surprise of the surprise. This is 9 months. I hope it's not gonna stink. It doesn't shake. I don't feel like it's shaking inside. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm gonna crack it. I hope it doesn't stink. This is the crack. Okay, it's a little bit runny maybe, but it looks fine. Doesn't smell at all. It's actually surprising. It's feeling like it's not bad. It's just that I feel like it's a little bit more runny than the December egg. And this is the US egg, and this is the Canadian egg. Well, I guess I'm gonna open another one from the 9-month-old eggs. Almost, they're about to be 9 months in like 3 days. I'm gonna crack one more. I forgot to check it if it's shaking, and see inside. I don't know if you can tell. It got stuck to the shell, which means that egg got some air inside, but it looks fine actually. Besides that, I break it. It has a little bit of earthy smell, but looks fine. I'm gonna crack one more just because I want to check it out to make sure that there's nothing wrong. Okay, I'll shake it. Doesn't feel like moving around. Okay, I don't know if it's possible the way I crack it to see. Yeah, it's runny and it's good actually. I'm impressed. They don't look bad at all. Feel like a deeper, the white feel like a clearer, like a oil kind of, I don't know. But the smell doesn't smell at all. This one that was a little bit glued to the shell has a little bit of smell. Then yeah, I wouldn't trust this one at all. But this, the first and the second of this, they both look fine. They are a little bit wrinkly. The egg yolks feel a little bit wrinkly. Probably they're a little bit rubbery, but I think there'll be no problem to cook. Just I'm not gonna cook it. I'm gonna wash my hands and do a close-up, and then I put it in the order I break them. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, this is Canadian egg, store-bought. This is US egg, store-bought, right? And this is December egg that has been washed and refrigerated. And these are the eggs I collected last year in May. This one had glued to the eggshell, and that means something went wrong with that one. And this, it's fine. I don't know if I would like to cook it, but they look like they're good. They don't have any smell. These two they have no smell. This one has a little bit like milky smell to them, earthy, milky kind of. I guess if you have no other things, they're good. And like I said, look at them. They look okay. Probably I'll wash them again before I would open them and use them, just to make sure I get rid of that powdery thing I see on top of them. But otherwise, you gotta be careful when you open them, and you have to open them individually. Wash your hands before you're handling each of them. I guess I'll take extra precautions if I will need to cook with this. Yeah, they're fine. 9-month-old eggs, it's impressive. Thank you for watching, and I know it's a boring subject, but there are some people who might be interested in my experiment. I didn't just want to take people's words, like internet research thing. I wanted to research for myself. I had the opportunity and I done it. This is my first actually experiment I've done since we moved here, and we just get started in having a homestead and making sure that we're doing the right thing for our health and life, being debt-free too at the same time. It is surprising to find that unwashed eggs, after a little over 2 months, they're not good anymore, but washed and coated in mineral oil eggs were just fine, closer to the 9 months. I could have had them longer, but I decided not to hold on to them anymore. Because I didn't want to waste the good eggs, I made walnut and apple muffins. Plus, for the next morning, I made lemon pie with cheese pie to be enjoyed with the coffee. If anybody has questions, just write us in the comments section.